Good luck out there on the fringe.
Time to move on.
Let's put this bird to the ground.
Ruins are incredible. They're like nothing else in the settled systems. technologists back in New Atlantis that would give their left arm to be here right now. I'm gonna go down. We should stick to the main plaza, unless you like getting soaked by the rain.
This better not be a waste. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, buzz off. Busy. What's up?
Hey there.
Just another lousy day in Neon, am I right? Good, because I could always use more. Go work another shift at Xenofresh and meet with your contact. Then, bring me back that package.
Hello.
Welcome to Chance.
Private sector.
Quit staring. Can't believe another worker got hurt.
Craft, one batch. 1 minute
I'd like to eat
starting.
one more tube of trawl for lunch. I'm gonna puke.
How did you learn to make that?
Assembly complete. Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting.
Guess what I'm not having for dinner? If you said seafood, you win a prize.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now. Assembly complete. Shift complete.
It's a living, right? Another day, another shift. Oh no, new coordinates. I am so clumsy. I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
I think I got them.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee? I'd be making a fortune if they let us finish the cosmos.
Shooting at ghosts now.
So, how are you? Everything good?
I'm hanging in there.
Now I've seen everything.
You look like wonderful, super A+, partner. Yannick could...
If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your hands. Yeah? Done here. Time to...
Their shields are directed to the front. Take them out. If I had not mentioned it, I have another package ready for delivery. Alright. This comes about you. Their target's shields are offline. What should be included? That's all fine then. Do let me know if you get a response. That is highly unlikely, but if it happens, I will be sure and tell you. Gear looks green, ready to land.
I used to keep my...
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process. Yes, I suppose I am. But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them. That's what disturbs me. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What aren't they telling us? I feel exactly the same way. But it certainly sounded like they weren't willing to work with us at all. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions. No, not time travelers. I don't think the science is there to support that theory. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm not really sure. Scientifically speaking, we're all born from the stars. Most of the chemical components of our body, carbon, oxygen, sulfur, are exactly the same as those manufactured by internal stellar reactions. Now, ask someone like Matteo the same question, and he'd probably give a more theological answer. But hey, it's all a guessing game anyway. Exactly. We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn more about the Starborn and their connection to the artifacts. Thank you. I really appreciate your support right now. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say. Although I'm flattered that you think of me that way, there's a time and a place for that sort of talk. This is definitely not one of them. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time. Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation. We should have a talk, when you have the time, of course. I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first. Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Plenty. And that's what's weighing on my mind. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own. No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you, but you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. The ship barely had enough power for comms and life support. All I could do was watch them die. Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives. Yes, they expected to serve on the best ships with the best captains. the crew of the Dauntless had to settle for me. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. That's true, but still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. You once told me, no matter how hard you fight, there are some battles you simply can't win. I wish I had heard your advice long ago. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage, too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time. Goodbye. that. Guess I have time for a nap before we leave.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Well, hello. There's a terminal up above, on the catwalk. We should search for a way up.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
I wonder how this poor soul ended up this way. Such a shame. This looks sinister. Perhaps whatever was being experimented upon here best remains hidden in the past. Hello. I think I found something here. Don't leave any of that behind.
Landing strap primed. Retros firing.
This reminds me of a book I read as a child. If we spend too...
Now that we're here, perhaps Perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning? Yeah, what is it? No, it's fine. Go ahead. Certainly. I always enjoy our little chats. Bye-bye.
Captain, I have been idling and awaiting my next order for some time now.
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
Exactly. When the universe presents us with a threat, we can't afford to run away. We need to stay in the fight.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. Won't be going alone. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay?
I could have been back here when you got a moment.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time. You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before? They did openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now. Stay safe, okay?
Captain, I am fully updated and ready to assist with tasks. Although my database of human history is not fully complete, it is quite extensive. At this time, I am unable to locate any valid references. Given the unusual nature of the encounter, it is reasonable to surmise that any earlier occasions would have been documented. One explanation is that this is the first time they have been discovered. An alternate explanation is that prior encounters resulted in 0 survivors to document the experience. Their motives have yet to be clearly established. given the initial scans of their vessel, caution is advised. They do seem to be quite capable of defending themselves. I will await your next order here. Captain, you have returned. A cursory scan indicates that you are in good health.
I'd like to talk to you about something when you have the chance. Until next time. I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent. Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate my soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since. Not my first time in a hostile negotiation, as you well know. Admittedly, I usually know more about who I'm facing off against. I'm very interested in what Noel can learn from the scans. The technology on that ship was impressive, to say the least. If there's a chance, we could learn enough to duplicate some of it. I got to where I am by taking advantage of opportunities, no matter where I find them. Might as well make the most of this crazy situation. I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon. I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle. I'd like to test that theory. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested? Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one. There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded, keep everything on the table. I did say it was a metaphor, didn't I? Never meant it to be taken completely literally, but you never know. Maybe they appeared in a form we're familiar with. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. Take care of yourself.
I want you helping Vladimir when you can. We can't find more artifacts without the Eye. We should head to the station. I want you helping Vladimir when you can. We can't find more artifacts without the Eye. Just grab a wrench. Should be quick. We'll fire everything up once it's all tightened down.
Hey, mind helping me weld up some of these panels? I miss coming up here. We should visit Vlad more often.
Dad, pay attention! Why can't I use the welder?
If you could... Some of these seem to be a mixture of adapters from older tech. This scanning equipment needs to be installed. I could use your help. If you could help me install these parts. Some of these seem to be a mixture of adapters from older tech. If you could help me install these parts.
Just picked lots of wires behind these panels. You should be fine.
Hopefully all the wires behind there are insulated.
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Help Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? Just hit the computer over there. I need to be watching on my end. Now, that is some fine teamwork. Perfect. Should really help whenever we need to send data back and forth from the lodge.
My attention's glue is on the station monitors. Check with the others. Be doing the checks and marks on the repairs from here.
Linda, just grab a wrench. Should be quick. We'll fire everything up once it's all tightened down.
have a state-of-the-art R&D department here.
These ships are nice, but compared to a trident?
You're asking for technology that doesn't even exist, Frank. I'm good at what I do, but you're mental if you think I can pull off what you're asking. Tried and true is what we should focus on.
Tried and true is so dull, though.
Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hi there. Hello. You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job. Yes, of course. I'm sure Walter had a great reason for choosing you. Let's get to it then.
Wow. Was not expecting that.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud-Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it. Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with? That sounds good to me, but remember, this ship will have fewer bells and whistles. We're not going to be able to include everything we want. Frank's luxury design has the most expensive components, and we've been having trouble convincing him to move away from that idea so we can stay within the budget. We need his help. Do you think you can get him to budge?
I am right here, you know? I already gave my answer to Jules. We cut nothing. What? I never thought of it that way. Maybe I am letting my ego get the best of me. Okay, I'm thinking. Fine. I see what you're saying. Perhaps we tone down the luxury aspects a bit. Does it really need so much gold trim? Probably not.
Great. That's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions. Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there. Well, we're making progress now, I guess.